What's cracking? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today is my 7th day, and I was actually on my way home to go lay down, and then I get a text message today from one of the area managers, and the area manager says, "Hey CJ, how do you feel about starting early? And then on top of starting early, we'll give you $50 extra for the visits that we place on you while you're working early." And I said, well, you know what? Now you're talking my language. It's hard for me to turn an offer like that down, especially when we on day 2 of the envelope saving challenge. You dig what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I can do that. I can do that, because all I was about to do was go home and take a nap until it was time for me to go to work again. And then the manager hit me back and said, you know what, CJ, do you want to work tomorrow morning after your shift? And it'll be the same deal. Once you start that shift in the morning, you're 50 on top of that. And I said, can turn that one down. And it's funny because I was actually thinking about going to the nursing home tomorrow, because I'm gonna be real with you, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't worked in a nursing home since June, and it's November, and I just don't want to lose my skills. I don't want to lose my skills. I'm afraid of losing my skills, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a good long-term care med-surg nurse. It is what it is. I'm a good nurse. I've worked in some of the worst conditions, which has developed me into becoming a good med-surg long-term care nurse. I don't want to lose my speed. I don't want to lose my skills. And I was going to pick up until they made me that offer. Because how would it look if I went to the nursing home, made less money, and worked harder, when I can just work here, make more money, and not work as hard? I could not logically come up with a good reason why I would ever turn an offer like this down. And I was just like, man, I wanted to get back in the ring and stay in shape and stay in nursing home shape, but at the same time, I just can't do it at this point. And I've been picking up every week. You know what I'm saying? Every week I've been picking up at my hospice job. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But they've been asking me to help out, and I will oblige. And it's crazy. And see, one thing on top of that though, I don't want y'all to ever get caught up in favors, okay? I don't consider this a favor or doing them a favor. This is a business arrangement, because some of y'all get caught up in doing favors for your employer, and then when you need something and they don't comply, you get upset. No. You only do the business arrangement when it's convenient for you, okay? When it's convenient for you. This is convenient for me. Rather I ask for something and they say no or not, because I'm getting paid more money, and it is what it is. I'm already working anyway. So I was just like, nah. And then they had asked me to work. I'm working at the hospital tomorrow, the psych hospital, but low-key I'm ready to quit the psych hospital and just do this. I ain't gonna lie. And just do this. I mean, I'm gonna keep it, but I'm definitely gonna go contingent, because it's just no point for me to. It is what it is, especially around this time of year. Don't really nobody, and I'm just really starting to understand. People just don't want to work anywhere. A lot of nurses just don't want to work anywhere, and regardless of what the internet tell you, I'm here to tell you it's still a lot of paper out here, especially if you know how to make yourself a valuable commodity to the company that you are working for, would also know how to play the game yourself. That's what I'm saying. It's plenty of paper out here. You just got to know how to go get it. You just got to know how to go get it. You got to know how to find places where you're needed. But you got to walk that fine line of being needed and working in them places so you can rack up. You got to know the difference between that and putting your license in danger. You dig? And I had to figure that out, while I was working in these nursing homes. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's is that just the natural progression of things? I mean, y'all help me out. People in the comments, let me know. What would you do if you were in my position where you no longer have to work in long-term care? Would you still get back in the ring every now and then to keep your skills up, to stay fresh? And don't get me wrong, when I go out and I have certain cases and certain patients, there are still things that I do that are, related to med-surg. Foley catheters, IVs, dealing with IVs, wound care and everything like that. So I'm still doing that, but it's not that I'm doing it like I was in a nursing home where I was doing it every single day. So, I still have patients that got peg tubes and all that stuff going on, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all would do. Do y'all think I should still go back and pick up every now and then, even though I will be taking a loss financially and I gotta work harder? Am I doing it for the love of the game at that point? Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because I need help with this one. I do. I'm struggling over here. I'm definitely struggling over here. So I'm actually headed to the office now, and I just couldn't turn that down, man. I'm already getting paid my hourly rate to start early, and then you're gonna throw me $50 on top of every person I see? How can I turn that down? So anyway, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to lose my skills, but at the same time, business is business. Business is business, and we gotta do business the right way. And to my LPNs, again, even though I'll be taking my NCLEX soon, to my LPNs, this is for y'all, because I want y'all to understand something. There is more to life than long-term care, but I do not recommend y'all get out. Y'all just go straight out the gate to another specialty. You need that med-surg experience. There are so many nurses in different specialties that started off in those specialties like psych and hospice and have no clue what to do for simple stuff like a Foley catheter. You dig? They have no idea how to fix a peg tube. They don't know how to do any of that stuff. And to me, that's just basic. You dig? So make sure you get your year of experience. But know that it's life outside the nursing home. You can make good money as an LPN outside of the nursing home. Yes, you can. Don't let them tell you you can't. I'm living proof. You just got to look, and you got to be consistent, and you can't burn your bridges. Because that's what a lot of these nurses won't tell you in these nursing homes too. A lot of people say, oh, I can't find a job. I can't find a job. You done burned your bridge at every place. So make sure you don't burn bridges. Make sure you leave right, because nursing is small. It is what it is. Again, we play the game until we can play it the way we want to play it. Nursing is small. So don't get caught up in all the BS. Do what you got to do. Get your paper and go home. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. Make sure you go to thehighvaluenurse.com, get that ebook, The Ultimate LPN Mindset. Make sure you hit that like, comment, notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Get paid, young nurse, get paid.